In today's episode, we're focusing on a significant development in the Middle East. Jordanian F-16s have taken part in strikes against Iranian proxy targets in Syria. This marks a pivotal moment in regional dynamics. This action is a response to an attack on U.S. forces within Jordanian territory. It was a clear violation of international law. This emphasizes the seriousness of cross-border aggression. It also shows its implications. Iran-backed proxy groups are known for their attacks on Jordanian borders. They also run elaborate drug smuggling operations. They have been trafficking Captagon, a highly addictive amphetamine, and weapons. They did this to finance the activities of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in Syria. These smuggling efforts have introduced addictive drugs to societies in the Middle East. These sanctions have affected Saudi Arabia. They have also affected the Gulf Arab states. They have contributed to regional instability. The landscape of Iraq and Syria changed after 2003. It sets the backdrop for this complex scenario. Before the U.S. invasion of Iraq, Iran had no footholds in Iraq or Syria. Groups like Al-Qaeda or ISIS were not present. Politics and power dynamics in the Middle East are changing. The U.S. Central Command is using unmanned aerial vehicles to engage over the Gulf of Aden. It is also intercepting and destroying Houthi UAVs. The UAVs are prepared for launch. These actions underscore ongoing efforts. They aim to maintain regional security. They also protect freedom of navigation in international waters. These recent events highlight ongoing challenges. The challenges are related to securing peace and stability in the Middle East. They also highlight the importance of international law. It governs state actions. They emphasize the need for vigilant efforts. We must counter threats. This applies to both regional and global security. Senator Jack Reed is the chairman of the Senate Armed Services Committee. He praised the strikes. He called them a strong, proportional response to a drone attack in northeast Jordan. The attack tragically claimed the lives of 3 U.S. service members. It also injured many more. Reed emphasized that these strikes hit a substantial 85 targets. This is more than previous administrations. Their impact has dealt a significant blow to Iran's proxy forces in Syria and Iraq. Reed's message to Iranian-linked militias in the Middle East is clear. They will be held accountable. Meanwhile, an Iraqi militia official, Hussein al-Musawi, initially condemned the U.S. strikes. He stressed the need for Washington to understand the consequences of its actions. However, in a surprising turn of events, he adopted a more conciliatory tone. He stated that they do not wish to escalate regional tensions. Musawi's remarks shed light on the targeted sites. They suggested that the sites were devoid of fighters and military personnel at the time of the attack. This could justify the absence of a stronger response. Just a day before these developments, the leader of Harakat al-Nujaba, Akram al-Kabi, had vowed to continue military operations against U.S. forces. It's worth noting. He said this would happen until specific conditions were met. The retaliatory strikes show that the region is volatile. The ensuing reactions also show this. They also make the complexities of international relations clear. Iraqi and Syrian officials say the airstrikes have killed nearly 40 people. Iraq reported that 16 individuals lost their lives due to the strikes. The individuals included civilians. In Syria, the strikes targeted 23 individuals. They were guarding the locations. This resulted in their unfortunate demise. The U.S. Central Command, or CENTCOM, clarified that these airstrikes targeted more than 85 locations in Iraq and Syria, specifically aimed at Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, IRGC, Quds Force, and affiliated militia groups. These strikes were carried out using long-range B-1 bombers. They were President Biden's first response to the recent attack. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said this is just the start of their response. He emphasized that they do not seek conflict in the Middle East or anywhere else. However, they will not tolerate attacks on American forces. The situation is changing. We will continue to provide updates as events unfold. Breaking news from the world of sports and coaching. The Washington Commanders have just announced a significant change in leadership. The Washington Commanders have appointed Dan Quinn as their new head coach. This is a significant moment in the franchise's history. The Commanders aim to reshape their football future. They plan to do this with elite candidates. This move comes as part of that effort. Quinn has 21 years of coaching experience. Most recently, he was the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. In 2021, the Associated Press named him Assistant Coach of the Year. It showed remarkable improvement during his tenure. It went from 28th in points per game to a top 5 ranking. Quinn's track record in Dallas is impressive. It includes outstanding defensive statistics. It also includes developing star players. It also includes making multiple selections to the Pro Bowl. But it's not just about numbers and accolades. Quinn is known as a leader who brings out the best in his players and staff. That's what sets him apart. General Manager Adam Peters echoed his leadership qualities. He expressed excitement about working with Quinn. As we look ahead, the Commanders and their fans anticipate a new era. They will be guided by Dan Quinn. They aim to return the franchise to the top of the NFL. Josh Harris leads the Commanders' ownership group. They are dedicated to building a team that can win championships. In the broader picture, this coaching change reflects the NFL's ever-evolving landscape. It also shows the constant pursuit of excellence. Sports is a stage for strategy. It showcases resilience and adaptability. Now let's look at this story from another perspective. Ben Johnson was sought after. He was a candidate in the recent coaching carousel. Despite this, he decided to remain with the Lions. He chose not to join the Washington Commanders. Many believe the Commanders made the right choice in hiring Dan Quinn. There's a lingering question. Why is Ben Johnson a reported finalist for the job? However, he didn't end up in Washington. During a recent interview, Mike Garofalo of NFL Network shed some light on this matter. He said Johnson's interview performance may not have been as impressive as expected. He also said that his personality might not have aligned with what the Commanders were looking for. This turn of events raises questions. How do coaching changes work? It also raises questions about how decisions are made in the NFL. Even in sports, personalities and communication skills are crucial for career opportunities. It's a reminder. Ultimately, the Washington Commanders have chosen to move forward with Dan Quinn. Ben Johnson remains with the Lions, who came close to a Super Bowl berth. Time will tell whether this was the right decision. The Commanders fans eagerly await the upcoming season. Let's get to know Dan Quinn a bit better as Commanders' new coach. Dan Quinn's football journey started at Salisbury University. It's not too far from FedEx Field. He excelled as a defensive lineman. He even represented Salisbury in the NCAA track championships. Quinn's coaching career kicked off at William & Mary College. There, he had 2 familiar faces on the roster. They were Super Bowl winning coach Mike Tomlin. He also knew Bills head coach Sean McDermott. In 2005, Nick Saban hired him as the defensive line coach for the Miami Dolphins. Quinn's NFL journey was gaining momentum. Quinn had a successful stint with the Seattle Seahawks. He returned to the college game in 2011. He became the defensive coordinator for the Florida Gators. Quinn is known for turning things around quickly. In his first year with the Seahawks, they led the NFL in various defensive categories. Later, he took the Atlanta Falcons to their 2nd Super Bowl. Then, he achieved remarkable success with the Dallas Cowboys defense. His coaching journey is marked by leadership. It's evident. He has the ability to make an impact wherever he goes. This appointment is significant in the sports world. It serves as a reminder that leadership is a universal trait. It can influence outcomes in various fields. A notable name is defensive tackle Jonathan Allen. He expressed some uncertainties during a tough season. To shed light on this, Allen recently discussed the changes with the Commanders. He also talked about his aspirations for the future. Allen is excited about the team's new direction under GM Adam Peters and coach Dan Quinn. He emphasized the significance of bringing in experienced winners. He also expressed the desire to win it all in Washington. His loyalty to the burgundy and gold is evident. He aims to achieve his Super Bowl dreams right here in Washington. He grew up as a fan in Washington. Allen's optimism sets the stage for an exciting season. This is paired with the Commanders' new coaching staff. Fans have reasons to be hopeful. We're entering the era of spatial computing. We are doing so with Apple Vision Pro. This groundbreaking technology from Apple is set to revolutionize the way we interact with digital content. It will also change the way we interact with our physical surroundings. With Apple Vision Pro, your apps are no longer confined to a screen. They live in your space. They offer an infinite canvas for creativity. You can arrange and scale them as you wish. This creates the workspace of your dreams. It also keeps you connected to the real world. You can browse the web, jot down notes, or chat with friends, all at your fingertips, or rather right before your eyes. But that's just the beginning. Apple Vision Pro transforms any room into your personal theater. It takes entertainment to a whole new level. You can expand your favorite movies, shows, and games. Immerse yourself in stunning content. Do this wherever you are. Apple Vision Pro introduces us to its 3D camera. It is great for capturing memories. Now you can relive your cherished moments with magical spatial photos and videos. It's like stepping back in time and being right there once again. Even your current library of photos and videos takes on a new dimension, literally. Panoramas wrap around you. They give you a fresh perspective on your world. Apple Vision Pro also bridges the gap in communication. It makes meetings more meaningful. It brings colleagues together in the same space. It does this even if they're miles apart. FaceTime video calls come to life. You can collaborate seamlessly. Now let's talk design. Apple Vision Pro is the result of decades of innovation and experience. It was in creating high-performance devices. It's elegant and compact. It's designed to provide an exceptional experience each time you wear it. Apple Vision Pro is engineered for both comfort and style. It has laminated glass. It has dual-band options for a personalized fit. Now let's get technical. This revolutionary device runs on Apple's first spatial operating system, Vision OS. It's intuitive and magical. You can easily control Apple Vision Pro with your eyes, hands, and voice. Apps leap to life in Vision OS. They fill your space and adapt to your surroundings. Environments transform your room. They make your world feel larger than life. And don't forget about privacy and security. Apple is committed to safeguarding your data. This continues with Apple Vision Pro. It features technologies like Optic ID for secure authentication. The technology behind Apple Vision Pro is nothing short of astonishing. It boasts displays with more pixels than a 4K TV. It has advanced spatial audio. It also has precision eye tracking. It also has a dual-chip design. This design gives exceptional performance. The possibilities are endless. Developers have a new world to explore. They can use familiar tools and frameworks to create amazing spatial experiences for Apple Vision Pro. Apple CEO Tim Cook personally unveiled the headset at the Fifth Avenue store in New York City. Eager customers gathered there to get their hands on this cutting-edge device. The Vision Pro is Apple's new mixed reality headset. It is described as magical when it works. Over 600 apps are designed to harness its unique features. These include video pass-through and spatial audio. The device is exciting and intriguing. Now, Apple enthusiasts have the chance to experience the $3,488 headset in Apple stores. It will be on a first-come, first-served basis. But for those who prefer a reserved demo, they can also make reservations. They will start on February 5th. The Vision Pro takes the stage. We're learning more about the apps. They will enhance its capabilities. Explore a treasure trove of Disney's 3D movies. You can also find an unofficial YouTube app. But what's the verdict on the Vision Pro's performance? The Verge scorecard rates it a 7. This denotes fun, but maybe leaves room for improvement. In a world where there are no 7s, is it a 6 or an 8? The response might surprise you. Now let's see what early adopters have to say. Reviews from the Vision Pro subreddit offer a glimpse into how this spatial computer is being received. From field of view discussions to reflections in the lenses, it's a mixed bag of opinions. Here's a curious fact for you. The Vision Pro is compatible with accessories. It seems it has a preference for some peripherals over others. Bluetooth mice is not on the list. And a word of caution from Apple itself. Don't use the Vision Pro while in motion. This applies to vehicles, bicycles, and heavy machinery. Safety first, even in the world of spatial computing. ChatGPT has arrived on the Vision Pro. It offers a unique way to interact with the world. You can use this revolutionary device to do it. For those who love spatial computing experiences, this is for you. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman talks about its RCS support in messages and advanced generative AI for Siri.